Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the D-Fusion versus X-0 match. This is going to be an amazing match. It is actually a feature match, so let me just quickly input the roster. While we are waiting for the match to start. Alright, let me just quickly do this. Boom. What decks they are running? We'll see in a moment. There we go. Finally alive on the caster screen. So, let me just quickly verify once again if everything is good to go. And yeah, we'll just be waiting for one of the starters, one of the players from X-0 to come in. So how's your morning, guys? How's it going? Just a lot of teamwork stuff for this early morning. And okay, so the starter is gonna be Zenith up against Lorenzo. Waiting for the game to start. Should be quickly. Gonna have to enable the audio. Alright, so we got Lorenzo on the bottom and Zenith on the top. Alright, so Lorenzo already presenting the set Delta XL. 30 cards. Albeit that he's going second. Up against Zenith. Setting 2, pass. Just a good old set to pass. Up against the Booster Raptor. Alright. So Lorenzo doing one more set. And the attack just going through. Seemingly no delay whatsoever. One moment, guys, need to make sure everything's good to go. Yeah, it's not like much is happening either way. Mochek, any bets? Yes, of course. We have 5 more minutes for the predictions. Let's see who's currently favored. So overwhelmingly favored is D-Fusion currently. Not like X-0 is any slouch either. So onomata play, revealing the glove, adding a card that I actually missed. Could be the sister that was just summoned. Grabbing the wind. It's best to grab the wind if you see the set 3 pass. Any potential interruptions just gonna make life hard for you. Wind. will be activated. And the Mancer. Marilla immediately sent. Bukamoon immediately flipping as a result to prevent any kind of Survival Zend play as a follow-up. We'll be seeing the Survival Zend being sent to the grave. We have once more another Marilla. Will there anything be chained to it from the side of Zenith? No. It's just gonna be the Paleozoic token. Alright. And there's the Needle Ceiling immediately, thanks to the 4 monsters that are on the field. Is there anything from the side of Zenith that could be stopping this? No. Board clear. No follow-up from Zenith. Flipped back to face up the Booster Raptor. Will also activate it for Survival Zen, that is. Book, no effect. Raiden ought to mill a Booster Raptor and a Breakthrough skill, so not the worst. Booster Raptor will net a Screw Serpent in the end phase as well. And once again, Raiden mills another Breakthrough skill and the Canadia. So 2 Breakthrough skills, 1 Canadia, 1 Booster Raptor. That's arguably good mills. Not a whole lot of time left for the predictions. I see someone kind of went all in. 250 is Umso, who's also playing on the roster. 95% up against 5%. So if you wanna go big, you can bet on X-0, who is no slouch. Once again, it is a feature match. So we expect both of these teams to provide a really good match. And yeah, let's see. So Gaga Head coming down to the field, up against just 1 set. Yeah, now another Needle Ceiling could really come in handy. Because, alright, it's gonna be the 3rd Breakthrough skill. The one that actually did start within the hand rather than being milled. Yeah, this negate is going to be very beneficial. Automato play. Keep in mind that because it's negated, head will still be level 6. So whatever he adds, like the Bancho, I assume. Like you could go into a rank 8. Thanks to the sister. So what's in the graveyard? Let's see. Alright, he cannot exceed due to head effect. So in the grave we have 3 breakthrough skills and another additional token with the Survival Zend as well. So we have a lot of follow-up plays just from the grave alone. We knew that the Screw Serpent was in the hand. Ought to go for a Synchro Summon. Should most likely be the Star Guardian. There you have. Has the Booster Raptor, will increase the level of the Booster Raptor. Gonna prepare a level 7 Synchro Summon. Let's see. It will be the Square Saga. Gonna banish the Star Guardian, destroy the Gaga Head. and just go straight into battle. Because at this point there is no skill remaining for Zenith. He completely used everything. So you could even argue, would a second head, if he were to run a second head somehow, would it save him? Probably not. No heads, the master is gone as well, no more skills. There is absolutely nothing that could help in this situation, I feel like. Illegal second head, let's go. And there's this render. So that was a connection failed. Oof. Yeah, that was quite an entertaining first duel. Let's update the score. So Diffusion, Lorenzo, Zenith, and one deck gone from Zenith. Hold up. Yeah, alright. Like that. Zenith didn't practice 50 duels to get... Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't enough to just... Alright, so we'll be seeing a repeat from the side of X-0. So it will be once again Onomat up against TG, Dino. Let's hop back into the game. Let's go. Fossil Dig is a really good starter. Gonna nature that Miscellaneousaurus. Normal summon Misk. Pure intimidation play right there. Cannot argue otherwise. Obviously also thanks to the set 3. We'll be using the onomatoplay, revealing onomatopoeia, adding the sister, just the usual plays that we all know and love. Will this go through unharmed? That is the question. Still thinking is Lorenzo. Welcome everyone to the stream. It is the first game, or yeah, you could say it is the first game of the day, although we have 4 starting at the same time. So make sure to check the multi-Twitch link. Watch all 4 at once if you do not want to hang around here. So sister added the wind. Canaria on the goat, the wind. Gonna summon another level 4 in the form of the onomatopoeia. Quite an early Canaria maybe. Although it probably wouldn't have mattered regardless due to the breakthrough skill. Canaria token. Oh, not an early Canaria. It wasn't any misplay or whatever. He did want the token of Canaria on the field. So I'm assuming he either has a Survival's End, because he did normal summon Misk face up, or he just has a Neo ceiling. Let's see. It will be the Survival's End. It's gonna be popping the token. If it goes through, because Book of Moon will flip the token face down, meaning no Dino summon. And with that, well, there is still one pop remaining, one negate remaining, one token remaining even. No. Or yeah, actually, yeah, one token remaining because it's in the grave after all. Set one as the top decked card. Swing into the sister. And that's gonna be back to Zenith. So Zenith has quite a couple options there. He has the face down Bancho. He has the onomatopoeia effect as well. There's nothing much to fear if you're Zenith there. Let us see. What is the play here? The play to win the game, perhaps? Or the play to... playing to not lose? Mancer. So he intends to fully commit. Onomatopoeia effect. Surely should be summoning the Mancer that he just searched. Bancho as well can be flipped face up. Here it comes. X-0 summon. Let's go. Number 70, Malevolent Sin. Morella. Alright. Not quite helpful that Morella there. It will thin out the deck from a couple of dead draws with Survival's End. But, well, 2 Survival's Ends there is gonna be very beneficial to chain together. Forbidden Lance, yeah, that should settle the deal no matter the second Survival's End there. It's gonna have to be an insane top deck. Thank you Windows Update for that notification. You're gonna have to come out later, not today. Misk. With the breakthrough skill, negate. Alright. There's booster. There's still one Morella left in the grave. That is all that Lorenzo has currently in the grave with another set. Why did he SS Mancer before the Spider? That is a very good question. That is a very good question. Bancho top deck. Intends to go for game. One attack goes through. Will the other go as well? Morella. So no, due to the Morella token from the graveyard. And sending once again, I believe the last Survival's End should this be? We know he has a Screw Serpent in the hand, Lorenzo, as well as an available top deck. There's a Screw Serpent. Was Zenith out of skill? That is a good question. I believe he did use one on turn 2. And yes, he was out of skills. So that bunch of top deck there was actually probably exactly what he wanted. Was one of the few monsters in this instance that could give him lethal. There's a Synchro Summon. Star Guardian. Obviously we'll be retrieving the Booster Raptor there. Screw Serpent to increase the level. Level 7 surely should be the Square Saga that we also have seen earlier. There you go. Square Saga surely should be banishing the Star Guardian, destroy the Malevolent Sin. Non-targeting effect, resolution, destruction, very good. And now Bunch is also gone. So once again, just like the last game, Lorenzo climbing out of a very unfavorable position. Very unfavorable position where Morella's just kept saving him either from the sand effect or the graveyard effect. Once again, another Bancho as the top deck card. Let's see. It should be the last rank 4, probably the last Exceed summon we'll see in this game. It is all or nothing for the Excalibur. It will be going through 1900. Slightly not enough. That breakthrough skill was used on the Malevolent Sin. Charge, adding a Raiden, milling a breakthrough skill, a Raptor, and another Raiden. While this Raiden milled a Serpent and a Neo Ceiling, Lorenzo has no play, and currently it does look like exact lethal. And it's game. Oh my god. That was so back and forth from both of the players. That was quite a joy to watch. Let's edit that. And yeah. What would you say about that game, guys? That was quite back and forth. You would think that Zenith would have been in a winning position for the early part of the duel. Lorenzo keeping those interruptions, turning out to be not enough. Zenith having the Book of Moon for that one Canadia to stop Survival Zend from activating, or rather making it fizzle. Then there was that Lance, I believe, to prevent one of the Survival Zend from popping. It was just back and forth all game pretty much. Ripping 2 coats as well, one after another after the skill died. Zenith just built different. Alright, back to the next game. So Lorenzo switched to the second deck. Let us see. So Sister, no skill activation for that Sister. Bolt. Also no skill activation for the bunches, so a very ideal hand there. Gonna be the usual turn 1 bouncer. 2 set cards. Pass. Lorenzo. 22 cards. Yami Yugi. This could mean a couple of things. There's a book. Dragon Knight's Path, so it is Gaia. We'll be activating the skill, getting that free Galloping Gaia straight from the deck. Exactly what you want to see if you are obviously a Gaia player. Or a Gaia fan, maybe from the anime. You ever thought Gaia is such a cool monster, but it's so bad because it's a vanilla. Curse of Dragon the same. Well, fear not, because Duel Links will make everything viable. Speaking of viable, there's the Curse of Dragonfire effect, going for the magical fusion. Enter the battle phase, meaning no effect whatsoever for Zenith, thanks to the field spell. And Gaia will just gain a lot of attack, so... There is the sister in the grave, there is the bunch in the grave, there is no back row. Yeah, very typical openers there. Lorenzo with the book, with the chalice, Zenith with the lance. Still has one more set. Head. After having revealed the wind. See, will we see any preemptive pop, perhaps? Surely not. Battle of the Mind Games there. Zenith. Revealing a face down bolt. So now this Gaia has to activate onto something. What will it be? Will be on the sister. Currently 100 off, but let's see the exit summon. Malevolent Sin. Head draw 1. Setting that subsequent card that was just top decked. Now Lorenzo is in a tough position. We do not know the last card in his hand, I'm pretty sure. Gaia. Off the field. He did rip into a magical. Level 7. Ought to add 1 Curse of Dragon. Quite a good top deck there. Magical Knight, let's see. No interruption currently. Dragonfire effect. Going through because, well, you can fuse with face down cards.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Egad91 for the sub. Subscribing for 38 months. Supporting Teamworks there. Since like basically its inception. Dragon's Mirror to be activated. Actually, once again, quite another good follow-up. Sky Galloping Gaia. Onto the field. Seemingly no effect. And straight into battle. Or to switch that Malevolence into defense and get over it. seemingly no Dark Flare. Well, yeah, I'm actually, yeah, if he had Dark Flare there, because he did rip into the guy, the Magical Knight, and he added the Curse of Dragonfire, surely would have added that Dark Flare there, and even then you would have summoned the Magical Fusion in attack. Let's see. Dark Flare ain't a break. when you go for game, it's not. Showing him grave. There is a sister, there is the head, there's yeah, there's pretty much every follow-up kind of gone. There's only Mancer remaining that we have seen from Zenith. And there's the Mancer. Shuffling the draw away for that. Keep in mind this was a repeated deck to get rid of the TG Dino, which turned out to be successful after a very back and forth match. Mancer will successfully bring out the coat, although at this point that set card or that card in hand have to be pretty good. Surely should be having a book or perhaps a chalice. Unsure if we have seen chalice from Zenith thus far, though. Would this be a desperation play? Just summoning a samurai. Book. Alright. That is going to let the samurai be successfully summoned. Now a second book would be the one to deal with Sky Galloping, or perhaps a Lance. Swings in, but do remember you cannot activate anything in the battle phase. So he probably yeah, misread that, and sadly nothing could happen. Yeah, imagine if this was a book or a Lance and just clearing out like both of the fusions. There's still a follow-up, but just remember you cannot activate anything as long as a purple card is on the field. Origin onto the field, and this could be game, and it is. Obviously because he entered the battle phase. So yeah, that would be it for Zenith games. Going a respectable 1 and 2 as a starter. Alright. Should be waiting for the next player from X-0 to be sent. What a pair, guys, of TG Dino and Gaia. I think we have actually seen this pair being played yesterday in one of the matches, one of the early matches. Runs Origin over Dark Flare. Yeah, it could probably be safe to assume that he probably doesn't have Dark Flare. Either way, in that case of him having Dark Flare, he would have went for game in the turn he made 2 fusions. Gaia too good. You either see Gaia at the very beginning of the match, like as the second deck, or at the very end of the match, like What do you send Gaia into? Imagine with all the repeats that happened in this week, how many of those could have actually been Gaia. But that has less to do with Gaia being a bad deck, but just the first deck being the counter. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. That actually turned out to be quite a like the starting point for the reverse sweep in the Chicks with X against hashtag match, because Chicks with X was up 6-2 and they managed to lose 8-10, so it was quite a rough first week for them from that regard. Alright, so Terrific on the top from X-0. Big decks at home. Yeah. Onomato play. So yeah, they did send in Onomat up against the aforementioned Gaia. Yes, more Onomat. So far in the 4 matches we have seen, 4 games rather, that we have seen from X-0, they've all been Onomats. To have been part of a repeat though. The X from X-0 stands for Onomat. Onomat with like a 10 in there somewhere. 10 Onomat, let's go. Alright, Sister set 3 is probably not what you want to see. Gateway successfully resolving, adding the Magical Knight. So now he has... Oh, he also has the Gaia field spell. But does Terrific have an MST for that? It attempts to activate. Declares which of the effect? MST chain. Very interesting that he did reveal the Curse of Dragon, so he still has the fodder for a fusion. And there we have it. The Magical Knight onto the field. Anything perhaps from Terrific there. Like perhaps book directly on the Magical Knight if you know you'll get rid of the 2 monsters. And there you go. There's the book onto the Magical Knight, I'm assuming. Or onto the Curse of Dragonfire. Yeah, obviously on the Curse of Dragonfire, not on the Magical Knight. My bad, guys. Gotta stop, obviously, the fusion from ever appearing on the field. 2 sets as well from Lorenzo. So he did have quite a good hand there. Gateway, Curse of Dragon, Gaia, the field spell, and now 2 sets. That is quite a good hand, really. Although Terrific couldn't say the same. And there's another book, so he did end up having 2 books for both of the monsters. What the delay? What the delay doing? What the delay doing? Yes, he does have 1 bolt. searched off the sister earlier. We know it wasn't a bluff. We know it's the rightmost card in the hand. And there you go. Bolt onto Pepe emoji that looks at his hand, which contains a watch. It will be onto the Magical Knight. Successfully resolved. Automato play. Let's go. Mermail Natsu. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. The first month here at Teamworks. Make sure to check out the Fantasy League and other sub benefits. It reveals the dwarf as the coat, which will inevitably get booked. And now it's gonna be kind of rough. Book matchup indeed. 2 books from Terrific. And 1 so far from Lorenzo. We do not know if he has another. Terrific though, starting with MST and double book. Oh, Dragon's Mirrors. That's such an insane follow-up. There you go. Now you have the fusion. Damn. If I think about it, Lorenzo kind of ripping some of these cards. Like, I get his Yami Yugi, but he's already shown that he's playing Dragon Knight's Path, not like Destiny Draw. Should have added Utopic, not Code, so he has 5 top decks, not 1. Yeah, as Swag noted, coaching just a bit too late. I have no delay on stream, so could be live coaching, I guess. I believe he did use it twice. Once on turn 1 for the sister, and once just earlier for the Bancho. So no top decks except like ripping into head directly. Damage step delay there from the first card. So it's probably a Chalice. We have seen Chalice from Lorenzo earlier. Alright, right off the top, there's the head. But it's probably too late because we already saw the delay from, yes, from that Chalice. This is literally game just by swinging into head there. Yeah, okay, Terrific, listen to me and just acknowledge that it is game. So that will be it for this one. Lorenzo showing once again why he's a top tier starter for Diffusion. Like, you put him as a starter, he will always go 2 or better. There's no way he doesn't just do that. Let's go, boys. Gaia. Good deck. Okay, so it will be the second repeat being called in for X-0, meaning that Terrific will be playing once again with Automats. Up against the Gaia. Well, provided that Terrific. Started with a better hand than Shuffle Draw for Sister, set 2 book, and 1 MST pass. Maybe we could have seen a more even matchup. Lorenzo as well, starting with like Gateway, Gaia Field Spell, Curse of Dragon, and 2 sets, one of which was, you know, Chalice. And the other was Book. Holy shit, that was an insane hand, looking back at it. Is it built like my pocket lint? Brr. Shao's showing his support for the Carly emote. The DLTW lol. Pretty cool emote. You can also squish it if you wanted to. If you ever found a use for that. Alright, back on the table is Terrific, and we are back to the game. Let's go. This time around, Lorenzo will be going first. Has the Curse of Dragon, so that is combo. Squish that Carly. Squish that cat? No, we squish that Carly. Alright. Curse of Dragonfire goes for the Magical Knight fusion. Any sets? 1, 2. Normal hands. Let's see. MST. What will it be? One of the sets, surely. The rightmost set. Chalice. Quite a good hit. Automato play. Switch the Mancer for Sister or Coat. Sister. Let's see. Will that hit onto Chalice really prove to be the better hit? Bolt successfully added, so now he can perhaps get rid of the other set. Gaia effect. Will not let that happen unless the book happens. So now he can successfully attempt to play through just the one set, which will surely be bolted. Let's see Lorenzo's set. Yo, Hideki. We watching a featured match right there. The D-Fusion versus X-0 match. X-0 already have used 2 repeats. Bolt successfully going through, destroying the Magical Knight. The Bancho that he started with in hand. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. Oh no, Mato. That. Oh my god. What are these top decks, man? Dragon's Mirror now? Come on. Alright. Well, I'm probably just overreacting, but... Or am I? I don't know, man. That was a Chalice, TTH, and the Fusion. Ripping straight into the Dragon's Mirror. thankfully for Terrific, it would have been booked, and we know he still has one skill activation. Thankfully he didn't draw into any tech, so head, good night, bye. But still, that was that was a bit too much for me. I'm justified. Okay, good to know that I'm still an okay player. You know, not overreacting to the most garbage stuff. Alright. Sent straight to the extra deck, and Lorenzo straight out of the match. It's Terrific, managing to get the necessary win. For X-0. We'll be waiting for the next player from Diffusion to be sent. So you know that Terrific is on the second deck with Onomat. You know they have no more repeats. So what this means is that whatever deck X-0 sends the next has to kind of win against whatever is sent right now if Terrific is to lose. Let's see. Someone is in the room, and it is Unso. Forgive me for pronouncing this, I don't know how you pronounce it. Alright, he is onto the table. And let's get back into the action, shall we? Let's go, boys. What do we have here? We have Yubel from Unso. Huh. I wouldn't have known that. Let's see. It's gonna be 23 cards. Yubel obviously only has one deck, just like, for example, Yuma. You see Yuma and Astral, I guess. You know it's Onomat. Yubel? I mean, there's only one real answer. It is the Thundra boys. The Thundery boys. Dark effect, Hawk effect, pass? Oh, yeah. Set dark, maybe. Set roar, maybe. I don't know. That's a sad hand. And this is only with 23 cards as well, by the way. I mean, you have a statistically higher chance to like open Isle of Dark or Roar, right? Oof. Real oof there. There's hoping for Unso to have a hand trap, I suppose. Let's see. Reveals the bolt as the onomatopoeia. Intends to fully go for it, I suppose, for an OTK this turn. Still gotta remember the hand traps that could be present in Unso's hand. TD, I know, it's still kicking around. Yes, it is. In Team Wars, it's among the highest played decks, alongside Onomats there. He had the sister as well. And the Bancho. Said he's bad, Chaos Betrayer. I mean, we don't know if it's Fiend Farewell or a Lord, I guess. So from that regard, yes, you don't know what Umso is running, but both of those variants are Tundra. M7. Interesting that he summoned this in defense, but you would still just revive it anyway. Is it you still open Sark you win? Not quite familiar on the Sark build, but yeah, I suppose. Sark and Hawk, I guess, is a thing. Aloof, obviously. Let's see. Any attempt to swing for game right here and then? No, it's gonna be another exit summon. It will be the Roach. And 2 set cards. Alright, terrific. First game, you're quite unlucky. The second game went better. But now... Oh, alright, I guess no hand trap for Umso. There was a delay though, but I guess nothing. Alright then. Umso not showing us what else he can offer with that deck. What is fine. We'll see it in a moment, I suppose. Either if he intends to repeat, which is probably what the game plan is. You send in Thundra, you want to get rid of the Onomat. You probably wanna go and repeat. But let's not call stuff too soon. It will be a repeat. Okay. Alright then. So we will be seeing once again Thunder Dragons versus Onomats. Hopefully we will be expecting something better from Umso as far as opening hands are concerned. Let's go. Umso going second this time. So a little bit better. It is the first repeat for Diffusion. The third repeat overall of the match out of 4. So a lot of repeats being used early. And I suppose they did pay off. Zenith paid off because he did get rid of the TG Dino. And Terrifix as well is currently still paying off. It's only a matter of Umso's paying off. Dark as an opener, fairly good. Just like the fairly good sister, unsearched sister start. I'm actually curious, how many Dodo draws have we seen from either of the X-0 players? Have we? No. I mean, yeah, we have seen one just now, but have we seen another draw? I'm pretty sure we just didn't. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, set 3 is set to pass. Just on the sister. Aloof, nice. He's gonna banish the searched dark that we know he had from earlier. Roar, obviously, preparing for the rank 6. If Terrific lets him go through, that is. We'll be searching for the duo, so he already had the Hawk in hand as well. There's the TD hand, I know. Indeed. We'd love to see it, but still get stopped by one book. Battle. Swinging for 1500. Let's go. End phase MST onto the Umso set. And it will be the 100 Thunders. Makes sense because he did search duo. May have been an indication that he already started with 100 Thunders. Let's see. So terrific. He did shuffle away the bolt for, I believe, Dorodo draw fodder. So we don't really know the full extent of his hand right now. Big thonking going on. At least for him, so we know that he does have the Hawk and the duel in hand. Let's see, so onomatopoeia, the second use of onomatopoeia reveals the onomatopoeia as the bancho. Zubaba bancho, gagagagao. To be summoned. Alright, he does have more in hand. It will be the dwarf. Keep in mind, 3 summons did occur. We don't know if Umso runs Triff, but most of the Thunder Dragon builds run that, so although we haven't seen it thus far. Malevolent Sin. Out to banish the face down monster, which I believe is a roar. Glove, once again, summoning itself. Second exit summon. Let's leave this one go through. Will be the Samurai. So no more potential Mancer plays. One swing. Effect of Aloof. Gonna add the Dark. Can you add the face down actually? Yeah, you can, right? No, you cannot. It specifies monsters. Dark, adding Dark. Good play there. What? No! What? That was game! There wasn't any Triff. Oh my god. I wish you could just see the dual log. Like, oh my god. He didn't swing with Sin. This is rough. This is a literal curse. Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be a win for Umso, due to the it said connection failed, so it probably was a DC, and all DCs are treated as loss. So tough luck. I guess. That was very unfortunate. One moment, guys. Oh, always. Okay, yeah. It was a time limit, rather. Now, upon further inspection, well, for the time limit stuff, well, that's usually just time limit loss. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, the game was right there. But you guys know, obviously, time limit. It doesn't matter if game is right there on the field. You lose by time limit. Back in the old days when we had those convoluted DC rules, um, well, game on field clear, game on field and whatever, that could have been salvageable as a win. But still back then, if it was the same scenario, but it was a time limit loss instead, that was a time loss. Even if clear. Yes, connection loss on stream, but it wasn't a connection loss. It was a time limit. All DCs are treated as loss, shows. So yeah, it's very unfortunate that what just happened. Yeah. Alright, we will surely move to the next game as soon as possible. Just waiting for X-0 to be sending their next player. Umso's repeat does pay off. Right, what Zenzo said. Zenith did forfeit earlier and yeah, I received concrete proof about the outcome of the duel. It's okay, guys. It is a time limit. Okay, so next player is gonna be Davide. Let's check it out. So leading table Y. Alright, that was short enough, I guess. Davide declaring that he can do this all day. Alright, let's see what is up with Davide. Yugi Muro. from DSOD, there's not many decks that play Yugi Muto on DSOD. 22 cards. Alright, Gateway, good starter. Skill activation. DSOD Yugi best guy. I mean, for the music, sure. I guess. Nah. Alright, so he's gonna add the Curse of Dragonfire, the last piece of the combo. Here comes the Magical Knight. Obviously, following the knight is the dragon. The horse. Man, that thing looks way too hot to ride. You get me? Like, how does Gaia not just die from, you know, very fucking high temperature? I mean, it's a magical knight, you know? Maybe he has a... I don't even want to say it, oh my god. Okay, let's just get to the magical knight fusion. I mean, here it looks normal, but I think the other dragon is like the Curse of Dragon Darkness, whatever. Alright, here comes the Dark. So starting with the Dark, all 3 games. Totally know the Chalice from Davide. Aluf. Alright, so he does have the combo himself. Rainbow Life set. Any Poke W's in the chat? What's up, Mini? Welcome everyone to the game. It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes since the game started. And it's currently 4 up for Diffusion. Both repeats of X-0 have been used. One which is currently still in usage by Umso. On the bottom there with the Thunder Dragons. Still unknown skill. Still unknown skill. Diffusion versus X-0 indeed. 2 very good teams battling for the first win within the Season X of Team Wars. Still dual player at heart, indeed. Alright, anything from Davide? Anything from Davide? He has the effect, he has 1 set. A lot of PogChamps in the chat. A little snick. Alright, the rank 6 will be going through. It's gonna be the M7. Gaia immediately chaining to it. Let's check the grave real quick. So we have 1 dark, we have 1 light, we have 1 light, we have 1 dark, we have 1 light. All of them have used their effects, but we know now, I guess, that he does have the levy to go up against Davide's board. Anything from Davide? Nope. If that's a face down chalice, then it is quite unfortunate. There you go. There's the chalice destroyed. And well, thankfully it's not lethal just yet. But Umso definitely is in the winning position currently. Dragon's Mirror from the hand that he had in the hand previously. We know this one is the top deck card. Alright, alright. Another Magical Knight. And the top deck card is a set. Okay. We know this face down, at least from Unso, is 100 Thunders. Lupine. What's Lupine gonna add? It's gonna be the Hawk. Alright, so we know Unso at least has some form of follow-up. It's gonna be somewhat hard to get rid of this huge Magical Knight, especially considering the one set. Sans the Chaos Betrayer. Okay, so it is Fiend Farewell. Has the melody as well. It's gonna discard that Dark. I mean, there's plenty of follow-up, considering we know this card is a Hawk. Adds one Levy, okay. One Levy. Does he run only two? Or did he just choose to add one? Oh well. What's up, God? Oh, fur! Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be very hard without a Chalice right now. And even with a Chalice, you have the rank 8 or Chain. You have the rank 8 to deal with. You have the Hawk still. I don't know if it does much because like you still cannot get over. Hello, hello, Sarabi. Welcome everyone to the stream. It is Diffusion against X-0, one of the featured matches of Team Wars for this week. Actually, I actually don't have the graphic for it. Let me quickly add that one to the corresponding scene and present to you a bit just after this game concludes. X is Shokan. It's gonna be one of the rank 8s, which is Helio. In recent times, obviously, Thunder Dragons have switched away from Son of Wand. Just no more use because you have things like Gaia, which can get enormous. You wanna have an out to those. No, Murata, I'm sorry. That is not possible. Alright, he uses the Hieratic Sun Dragon itself, but we know it would have been lethal either way, thanks to the 100 Thunders that we know he searched. Alright, no more repeats. No more repeats, so this Gaia didn't pay off as much as Davide and X-0 would have loved. Alright, let's take a look at the graphics real quick. So this, as mentioned earlier, is the featured match of one of the 3 featured matches of this week. Don't mind the casters, it's only just gonna be me. And let's check just a bit of info in regards to their last season. So Diffusion, obviously, champions of the last season, and X-0 having a rough-ish first season with 5-5. I mean, 5-5 is pretty good still, but maybe you want to get more than that for this season. Diffusion won their previous encounter, so currently looking like they're still winning. And yeah, we're gonna be seeing a mirror between David and Umso. Let's check it out. So Umso once again with the dark. Davide with the combo. Not much going on there. Davide running, counting is hard, 26? Yeah. We don't know as well if it's Fiend Farewell like Umso or Allured. Rank 6, surely must be the bouncer. And probably pass, yes. There we have it. He did use the Hawk he searched as well. So we don't know his rest of hand. Umso. We know he has 1 dark. And now we know he has 2 Levy. There you go. At the very least, 1 other monster in the grave. Whoa, nothing. It is going to be just a Levy search. Fairly interesting. What kind of hand trap would you say he probably has? Because currently it's lethal on the board. Only dark, melody, there's nothing else? Not even another monster like... I don't know. Surely must have something, a hand trap to do. There's no way you just pass on this and expect to get beaten over. But like... we know he has the Fiend Farewell skill. So he probably isn't running Sphere Kuribo. Davide ripping his own melody as well. 1 and 2. And is actually going to summon it as well. And I guess just going for game. Just like that. It's gonna be a pretty good win for X-0 there. Nothing in hand. Nothing whatsoever. Oh my god, it's so confusing. Alright. Skillful mirror, indeed. Alright, looking for something is diffusion right now with perhaps a what counters Thunderous? Chat, help me out. What counters Thunderous? Should play Veil in the Fiend Farewell build. SMH my head. Let's take a look at the predictions once more. So 91% of the total of gems have been put onto diffusion, including the man you have just seen lose the previous duel, which is Umso. 250k. That's a lot. Alright, we'll be seeing Ohimi come to the table for diffusion. Ohimi. 20 cards. Pass from Davide. Not entirely what you wanna see. Trying to wrap my head around what he could be running. Ohimi. 20 cards on Yami Yugi. We have seen that kind of combination from Lorenzo earlier with Gaia. 20 cards, Yami Yugi. We know Ohimi is a Fire King player, but for the moment he is a Gaia player. For the moment. Does have the combo. Well, this is a very good send-in, I guess. You disable some of the hand traps. There's still, for example, Triff that you have to take care of. Two summons, and now the third will occur. Polymerization animation for the Magical Knight. That's the third summon, once again. One set. We can see another no. It's just gonna be that. Enters the battle phase, so he could safely swing if he wanted to. It's just a matter of thinking with what kind of skill Davide has, and well, he will not swing. There's a big delay in the end phase though, which makes me think it's probably from Davide. We know 3 monsters have been summoned, and Davide just passed on an empty board against Gaia, and yeah, there's Trifortress Ops. More commonly known as Triff Gaming. Triff Gaming, let's go. Back to Davide's turn. So he chose not to do anything on turn 1. If he had an Aluf combo, Charlie would have done it. Did he rip into something now? Perhaps. Or perhaps he just needs some fodder for a Livianeer. We're just gonna have to wait and see until that occurs. Big thonking from Davide. Let us see that Aluf right off the top. So he did need something. There's a really big delay for the effect, or no effect. I guess that works too. Yeah. Well, now he can at least get over the Triff on the field, but that Aluf, That's a really bad brick. If you have absolutely nothing to banish in hand, that's an absolute brick. Revealing Soldier in the hand is Ohimi as the Dark Flare. Interesting. Does this mean he has something like a Dragon's Mirror? No, because then you wouldn't have Father. Well, he does have the Dragon's Mirror. Wait. Oh, never mind, okay. Yeah, he will opt instead for the Galloping Fusion. Also runs the Pierce. Spyro Spear Strike. Welcome, welcome, Riley. Shows. At least he got one win. You could say that. But yeah. It's gonna be slightly off. Or not. Chalice is it will be enough thanks to the Soldier Gaia from hand. Doesn't even need the Dark Flare. Who needs Dark Flare when you have Soldier? Soldier Gaia. Let's go. It's gonna be 6 now for Diffusion. Davide knocked out. God, so many fucking tabs open. Such is the life of a streamer referee. Well, let's take another look perhaps on the graphics. Just so we have another idea on what this game means. So Season 9 record, as you can see, Diffusion, I believe was seeded 4th within the whole 32 teams. So they did top their division, which means they did get a bye for just skipping over the round 1, round of 12. And yeah, they managed to win, obviously, Season 9, while being previous champions of Season 7. So 2 fairly recent seasons in the grand finals up against Switcheroo, which was the champion of Season 8. The most recent season before Season 9. But now, yeah, to get their Diffusion, they had to beat X-0. And they had to beat them 10-6. I'm not sure if I have the match report to show right now, but if I'm gonna get it, I will be showing it later. Because the meta didn't really change at all from the past few weeks of Season 9 comparatively to now. But yeah, let's get back to the regular overlay. Umso was 2. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. Umso did win 2 games. Thank you. We have a lot more games going on at this moment. We have... Oh. Snap. Okay, you can check everything in the live matches channel on the Discord server. As you can see, Nightbot just did the media command, which features the Discord server as well. Make sure to join that and check live matches for all the live matches currently going on. We have Genkai Code versus Stellar Trace streamed by Guy Bassis, which is featuring two teams with high expectations. Make sure to check that out. We also have Toon Squad versus Last Killer. Toon Squad, a returning team from the previous seasons, up against a new team of Last Killer. And last but not least, Sensei versus SGL, which are the only two new teams from the previous season who went to playoffs in Season 9. So make sure to check everything out. Alright, for this one we will have Big C joining in for X-0. Instant change, as you can see. Really cool. Thank you, Singleton, for the program. But yeah, once again, this is the counter pick, and it has to pay off for Big C. Gaia, the Galloping Gaia, obviously, does have the combo. It's just a matter of how many sets does Ohimi have to support the summoning of the Magical Knight fusion. Right, gonna be going for the fusion, obviously. One set only, okay. So Big C probably safe to assume that it is Onomat. X-0 bringing quite a lot of Onomats this war, or perhaps it's also in part thanks to the repeats, because both Zenith and Terrific repeated using Onomats. There's a draw. Prismatic Onomatopoeia. It's fascinating how much a well-designed field spell can outright. Yeah, that is in part to the skill, I suppose. At least in the Duel Links scenario. Okay, Book of Moon. Chain to the Book of Moon, because why not? Sister, which he did not have to search. He ripped into it. And Chalice to calm. That is pretty good. Never mind. Plans. Alright. It's gotta be game somehow, right? Draw activated, Sister. He still has one search. I mean, you guys can go figure it out. I'm gonna... What a nice overlay. Thank you, Max, for the support. It's gonna be everything, every detail on the right side is like instantly going to be updated as well. Very easy, very nice. Reveals head. I don't know what he added because I missed, because I was reading the chat, but it's probably game. Has to be, right? Oh yeah. Right, you need a lot more than just one set up against Onomat. Like, you love going first with Gaia, but we do have to remember there's quite a lot of lances that Onomat players run, or MSTs. And there you go. 5 for X-0. Ohimi is going to lose one deck. And yeah, that was quite a quick game actually. Only went to 2 turns. Big C sacked. I mean, there was the Dodo draw with live target, there was the Sister in hand, there was the Lance, there was the book, there was everything. And Big C saying he can do this all day, just like Davide did. And he went 1-2. Let's go. Would you argue Automats are the most consistent OTK deck we currently have? That is for certain. The ability to utilize your skill in such a way to get pretty much any card you want. Be it with Sister to play start your turn or Head to have a massive recovery. That is what puts Automat on a tier above every single other deck. Ohimi showing the Alf. 21 cards. So even less than Umso, I believe. Alright. That is quite interesting. As the 100 Thunders. Interesting to know that he also started with a Hawk. Preparing for the Bowser. Or Ptolemy. I guess that works too. I guess. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's the set 100 Thunders. Let's see. Live draw with the onomatopoeia. Rip into an MST. Just because. Or perhaps set it. You don't have to activate it now. Let's wait and see. Automato play activated. Shuffling the just drawn bolt for the Sister. There you go. Grab the bolt. That was just shuffled. Bancho as well. I mean, there's gotta be game somehow. It just mostly depends on a hand trap. Probably wouldn't want to fully commit. But still, draw. Sister Bancho. You can have like the head follow up, obviously. Just hopefully Big C opened something more. Be it another level 4 to summon off of Onomatopoeia or something like a book. M7 of his own. Let's go. He's gonna be adding his own Bancho. So he is intending to go for the Roach summon, most likely. Either that or just trying to OTK, I guess, but there's the Roach, so just playing it safe. 3 sets, by the way. Yeah, he had to add that that Bancho. He's gonna be adding obviously the Dark, and I guess there's not much else left. Okay, he chooses to attack. Interesting. Is he attempting to force the trap Or, I mean, we're definitely gonna be seeing one of the two skills that Yuba runs. Either Fiend Farewell triggered off of destruction of the Isle of Lupine, or Allure by Darkness, which will be done after this attack. There's a really big delay though. 100 Thunders for the Roar. There's still a little delay, so Ohimi has to have a hand trap. Roar effect. We know he grabbed one Hawk previously with M7, so obviously he'll go for the Dragon Roar and phase. Yeah, it's gonna have to be some form of I don't even know, man. Like, he's running 21 cards. How do you out Roach, really? Especially, like, not even considering the three spells or traps that Big C has set. This is gonna be adding the 100 Thunders once more with Roar. This is actually the first time I've ever seen it add a non-monster. Today I'll learn. I need to watch more. Alright, Hawk. Alright, so he's just gonna get over Roach if possible. It's 3 sets though. We haven't seen any book. We haven't seen any Lance in this duel so far. Big C waiting and waiting. This tells me that it's probably... Oh, it's a Canaria. Alright. Interesting. Well, he can return it with M7. That wouldn't be a problem. Another back row. So once again, another back row to protect that Roach from ever being destroyed. Ought to just swing over the Roar. Another card that can be activated in the damage step there. Be it from Big C or Ohimi. Well, we know one of these is 100 Thunders. Let's see. Roar for Roar. How many roars are left? None. This is the last roar. The third one, even. What else do we have in the grave? We have 2 Hawks already used. It's really gotta be Levy at this point. Just Levy, Duo, Levy. Do you even have fodder for that? 8 monsters. Yeah, I guess you do have fodder for that. Alright. So he's gonna special summon more. All 3 of them, in fact. This is a last ditch effort in order to get rid of the Roach. Let's see, are all 3 back rows gonna stop the Roach from being destroyed? That is the question. Delay, delay. Delay from who, I wonder? Big C, just activate your lance already. There's not much to think about. Or perhaps that. It makes you think, so like, Big C had the choice of protecting his Roach, but he also has like the choice of just letting Ohimi clog his board and just perhaps OTK next turn with a skill activation on the head. I'm pretty sure there's still one more skill activation. One. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Okay, yes. He still has one more skill activation. Alright. M7 ought to return one card. It's gonna be the Roach. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, okay. Do keep in mind, there's still one. There's still two monsters left that he has to get rid of in order to special summon any non-thunder monster. So he has to get rid of the two roars. Question is, next turn is probably gonna get OTK'd. So Himi's best hope right now is to try to rip into a hand trap that just completely stops the turn, such as a trip. Gold Sark revealed. Gold Sark with 6 cards remaining, it will be the duo to be added. Aloof, normal summon. Is he going to swing to get the duo? Oh god. I can see the play. Maybe it is safe to say at this point there is no Fiend Farewell. Else he probably would have activated. Let's see. Pass. So Big C confidently sitting on those 3 set back rows. I mean, there's finally a duo to attempt to get rid of that M7. Hawk, oh my god. Shuffle everything one time. One. Okay, just one. All right. We won't be having much fun then. Which of the 3 back rows do you think is gonna get used? And it's last. Does put him at the... You took 1800 damage or more, so he could. I'm not saying he will, but he could. Allured. Chooses to keep another roar. At this point, it's just too much. Big C, yes, does fully intend to deck Ohimi out. Yes, it is in the graveyard. There is no way to get it. All of the roars are gone, I suppose. There's still one more chance to get it with an Aloof. But at this point, look at the Big C's board. Just another Roach coming down. It is game over. It's gotta be. Keep in mind, this Roach was returned by M7, so he doesn't run 2 Roach. Yeah. Big C this whole duel has been toying with Ohimi, it feels like. Hawk ought to summon probably a Roar. Or, oh yeah, the Duel, obviously. Basically still has to deal with a Duel. It would prevent deck out if it would be face up. That is also the last Hawk, I'm pretty sure, yes. Canaria. He has one Canaria in the grave. Second swing. What's it gonna be? It will be the book. Alright. Well, at this point, because he did have to book the Roar, well, now Himi is able to special summon. So the question is him having to go for a game right now, and that is the second activation of Automata Play. Glove. Surely, yeah, must be fishing for something. He reveals a draw and shuffles the draw, by the way. Bancho, alright. So this would be game through one hand trap, assuming there is nothing left to summon off of the Roar. 2 back row. Is there anything from Ohimi? Duo destroyed. Roar about to be destroyed. Direct attack. Let us see. No, there's gonna be another Sphere Kuribo. The second one from Ohimi. 2 cards left in the deck. Surely one or more Levianeers here. But how do you summon them? How do you get rid of them? All the attempts to just attack over Roach have failed. 1, 2, 3. First Levy. Roach, negate. Hawk effect. Is he going for it? Is he fishing for that third Levianeer? This is a Levianeer here. This has to be. Let's just see if he ripped into another. And he probably didn't. Okay. What a duel. Ohimi, that was good to see. But Big C takes this one. And puts it to an even scoreline of 6-6. What a long game that was. 6-6, and we are 2 hours in. Big C still expressing that he could do this all day. Alright. Who are we to expect from D-Fusion next? We have Soraton, and we also have Jano. Farmer Jano. Let's go. Truly well played by Big C there. Alright. Yet to see someone in the room, so we're gonna be waiting just a bit more. Make sure to check out other multi-Twitch links or other streams as well. We have a lot going on in this early morning. Make sure to clip moments from the streams that you deem actually clip worthy. Make sure to post them in the highlight clips channel for a YouTube weekly compilation of videos and highlights. Finally, someone back onto the room. It's gonna be Sora's turn. Sora. Let's go. Human Astral versus Human Astral. Show us what you got, boys, in this, presumably, Automat Mirror. Currently Bixie is going first, so he's gotta assess his options for a potential mirror. Make sure everything goes according to plan. Sister gets the bolt. We're gonna see the skill being activated. Maybe shuffle back the bolt, get a coat. Just the usual plays. On model play, so fun watching Automat mirrors. You can already tell by how excited I am that I'm very eager to see this Automat mirror. Big sleep. Alright, shuffles the head, gets the coat. Let's just say he ends on Bowser and set to end, call it a day. Bowser set to pass, as predicted. Okay, now I'm awake. Now I'm awake. Cause it's Soratan's turn. Maybe we could see something exciting like MST. Let's see. Oh, good thing I don't have the voice lines on. I don't even know if I have the English voice lines. Let me actually check. Just this one time. Like, I should have no voice lines. That's how I remember. I don't know, speech bubbles are just like a waste of text for me. Oh my god, no. Here goes. No, not your turn. We end this ear bleeding moment. I'm sorry guys that I had to put you through that. I lied to you by saying that I don't have English voice lines on, but I do have them. When do you usually host tournaments? Tournaments are hosted usually in the off season for Team Wars, but we will see probably later on if things change. Currently it's just the matches that we have on a weekly basis, so make sure to view and enjoy. You know, the Onomad mirrors, very enjoyable. Canaria turning the onomatopoeia that was summoned for the bolt face down. Bowser swinging, all to get booked. And back to Sorotan. Well, we'll see. Onomatopoeia. Usually wouldn't see many onomatopoeias in Gagaga. Alright. What did he add again? I literally looked and I forgot instantly. Okay, it's probably Bancho, considering he Canarias now after he adds Bolt. Lance will be going through, so this sister won't care about that last back row. Maybe the Bancho will, who knows. Rank 6. Diffusion sent Onomat into Onomat. X-0 early on as well had quite a lot of Onomats. Every single player from X-0, maybe aside from Davide because I don't remember, started with Onomats. Obviously Zenith and Terrific repeated, but so far, later in the war, Bixie's Onomat has done quick work of Wakimi. Let us see. M7 ought to return the bouncer. Can swing over the face down, I believe it was onomatopoeia. Damage, step delay. Surely must be from Bixie. Let's see. Does Bixie have any more skill activations? He used one, and yes, that's the second. Shuffle the coat for the head. Let us see. Anything from Sorotan to stop the head play. Successfully goes through for now. Sister. I actually kept clicking to skip the animation, and then I realized I was on OBS clicking. Worry Dumbo. Alright, M7 as expected. Returning without any fear, and Sorotan will surrender. Fuck. Bixie 3-0 with Onomats. And yeah, we're back to checking, I guess. See if Diffusion would like to repeat. Just waiting and waiting. Man, this music is kind of whack, actually. Okay, repeat 2 out of 2 for Diffusion. Let me change to Zer. Alright, let's go. Keep in mind, this is a repeat. So, we will be seeing once again an automat mirror. Yeah, thank you. I edited the player scores but forgot the score. Thank you. Alright. Well, if you weren't tired of automat mirrors, there's one more. Big C going first once again. Thank you for sticking by, Riley. $200 viewers. Thank you to everyone for watching this this featured match between Diffusion and X-0, considering there are quite a lot of games going on at the same time. Not a single one finished actually thus far. So it's been 2 hours, 20 minutes ish for each game. Automata play for Big C. Shovels the code. I once again missed what he added, so I was looking away. Probably the onomatopoeia, right? Or system. Yeah, doesn't really matter. PDS.
TP Anime Magao.
TP Anime Magao. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you for the sub, PDS. Make sure to join the Fantasy League. It's pretty fun. Fun content if you are not a player within Team Wars. For everyone who isn't a player in Team Wars but would like to be part of the experience that Team Wars provides. Draw from Soratan. Shuffle code. This time I'm gonna check. Oh, it's the sister. Sister coming out to play. With the bolt. Oh, hard open the bolt. Yeah. Is it safe to say it's just game at this point? Like, it's just that easy. Just that easy. Just go second. Just go second. If you want to win, just go second. That's the play. Soratan will win this time. Not 10-1 for Soratan. 1-1. Alright, let's get back to the game. Once again, quite a quick switch from Big C. Let's see. Big C switching on to Yami Yugi. 22 cards. Interesting. 22 cards could mean a lot, actually. That's a ratio Fire Kings could run. That's a ratio, as we've seen earlier, maybe Thundros could run. Maybe not on Yami Yugi though. And obviously on Gaia as well, as we've seen time and time again. Oh, 3 and 10. Oh my god. You didn't see that. You did not see that. Scuffed. Scuffed stream. No. Alright, so he does have the combo utilizing the gateway that we've seen earlier. The question really is just the set cards. From Soratan we haven't seen any MST thus far, I'm pretty sure. We have seen Lance, however, which is still a viable out to the Magical Knight fusion. Broadcasting manager? Who that? What the broadcasting manager doing? Scuffed. Alright, onomatopoeia play. Ask the sister by shuffling onomatopoeia. Sister. Maybe he intends to keep the lance in hand. Maybe he only has one. Has to check if he would like to use it on Gaia or on his own monster, depending if the Gaia effect activates or the spell or trap that is set. Gaia activates. Any lance? Any chalice perhaps? Chalice is very rare nowadays. There's gonna be a book accomplishing the same result as the lance, more or less, while getting to keep the lance in hand in case he has one for a set spell or trap. Bolt as well for the set card. Let's see. This is gonna be a book. There's still a slight delay from what I can say Soratan. Okay. It will go through. So no more additional summon from Soratan. Setting 2 pass. Alright now. One of the games has actually ended, which was Genkai Code up against Stellar Trace. And Genkai Code won 10-4. Quite a decisive win from their side. Up against a new team. MST from Soratan on attempt to activate from Big C. Thankfully, it is the reveal one Gaia, so we know he has one Gaia. I still missed which Gaia he has, because he could have Soldier and he could have like no follow-up. But yeah, Gaia onto the other set, and it's gonna get flipped face down, accomplishing more or less the same. Cannot flip it up once again because it was just flipped up. Okay, there's the Gaia. Obviously will tribute itself to get the Magical Knight. This will be the second Magical Knight used. Dragon's Mirror perhaps could be game. Or even even Dark Flare. Not anymore. Let's check out Suratan's turn now. Head. Alright. That wasn't searched. Fiendish Chain, that is huge. Is there anything from Suratan to stop this? No. It will be just the lone head. Gaivasis is reading with a party of 25 viewers. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome to Diffusion up against X-0. One of the matches of the week in the form of a feature match. Two great teams, just like the Genkai code up against Stellar Trace. But yeah, we do see Suratan just surrendering after that Fiendish Chain. Thank you once again. Shout out to Gaibasis, one of the Team Wars streamers. And yeah, we're now down to the last player from Diffusion. Bixie really taking this on. It's gonna be Yano. Ten to 4. Goated. We say that goated for Genkai code. Alright. Let us check what could be one of the last few duels. Do remember, Jano is no stranger to comebacks. Jano's on the top, Bixie on the bottom. Let's see. Final boss, as Cybuster says. If there's anyone that could do it, it is Jano. Farmer Jano activating his skill. It will be a Gaia Mirror match. Starts with the combo. If you missed any match that you would like to watch, because for example you preferred one 9 AM match over the 3 others, make sure to find them on YouTube. You can subscribe, or you can also check the YouTube content channel within the Discord where every single video will be posted, automated by a webhook, so it's gonna be instant as soon as the video is uploaded. And make sure to clip cool funny moments from within a stream and submit them for a highlight clip in the highlight clips channel. Bixie activating his own skill up against 2 sets from Jano. Attempting to activate. Reveals the Curse of Dragon to add Igaya. He's gonna be greeted by the MST though. And destroyed successfully. So now, Bixie, even if he has a Magical Knight in hand, he's still unable to conduct the Fusion Summon. Jano, what will you rip into? It will be another monster. It's going to be Dark Flare even. Oh my god. That's... I mean... You seeing this, guys? Perfect card saying GG. That's quite fitting. Just like that. Bixie didn't get to play the game. And we are once again into an even state of affairs. 8-8. And Big C finally knocked out. John, not the real Gaia, indeed. So Tuni immediately switching onto the table. So sorry for any adders in the chat. Any adders? Alright. Tuni, the last hope of X-0. Should be starting now. Let's go. Look at that. Human Astral. Every single player except for Davide has played Onomat as their starting deck. Let's see, who's going first? It is Tuni going first. As the Bancho by shuffling the wind. Does have the sister anyway. How many players started with sister this whole match? It feels like half of them started with it. Like just by the eye test alone, you see normal summon sister without any addition. But nonetheless, it's just going to be the bouncer set to pass, I assume. Yep. Set to. Let's see how Jono plays through this. Bouncer is gonna be very annoying. Starts with a field spell. Has the Gaia monster. Any MST from Tuni to deal with it? No. It'll be just straight up searching the Dragonfire. Now, the question would be if Jano has anything to deal with the negate. And because there was no, like, Galloping Gaia successfully resolved, so it's safe to assume there should be no MST, which means it's more likely for the face downs to be Book or Lance, stuff that Gaia doesn't really like. Normal summon Gaia, Bouncer of course. Wouldn't want to waste one of the two sets. Chalice for the Bouncer. Anything from Tuni. Anything from Tuni now perhaps. Big Thonken going on. Dragonfire will actually activate successfully. Alright, so he lets this fusion go through. So surely must have something for the fusion itself. So he opted, you know, to just wait for the fusion to get onto the field and deal with that. Good play there. Gaia attempting to activate onto the middle of the back rows. Will it be chainable though? He's thinking. Ooh, Alright then. Alright. Ought to go into battle. And okay, end phase. Scaring me like that, Jano. What the hell? Alright, now Toonie has a couple of choices there. It could be expected that the face down Jano could potentially be a Chalice. He did summon the fusion in attack, usually an indicative of Chalice. If you couldn't tell, I'm sleeping. Big sleep. Trying to see what Toonie's options are. And it's just gonna be the Bowser. Fully making use of the overlays there. X's units rather. Reveals the Soldier Gaia from the hand. Ought to add one Dark Flare. Does have the fodder for Dark Flare. Still, 2 sets is pretty scary. Show us what you got. Come on, Jano. I'm also assuming it is a Chalice set. You otherwise wouldn't summon that in attack. Now would you? Would be the second Chalice of the game from Jano thus far. Sets one more. Will he enter battle phase? Maybe force Toonie to activate something. We know the last card in Jano's hand is the Soldier. So if he tributes, well, he's not gonna be able to prevent Toonie from activating anything in a battle. And it's just gonna be pass. As usual. Will Toonie also pass? Though that's the question. Because in the previous turn, he did think quite a lot about it and opted to keep the Bowser on the field to perhaps prevent another fusion. But now, Mancer could change things around. There's the Bolt that we know he had. Targeting the Chalice. The middle. Never mind. It ain't no Chalice, it's just a TTH. And that's a really good TTH right there. He already used his normal summon, attempting to push for game with Mancer perhaps, and it ended up backfiring pretty hard. That TTH was immense. Gaia reveals the Soldier once again. So no opportunity once again to go for any type of fusion whatsoever, since the field is somewhat clogged by the Dark Flare. Only hope now would actually be a Chalice. which he could have face down. He did go through half his deck. Swinging, and Chalice in the damage step. Go for lethal. Jano winning the second game in a row, and suddenly it's a very bad position for X-0.
Jano God.
Jano God, thank you for the subscription, James. Make sure to check out the Fantasy League, kind of cool stuff. I wonder just how many people have Jano on their Fantasy League team. It's kind of an underrated pick. You know, plays sometimes, not all the times. No, Tooney is not 0-10. I literally deleted this 0. What happened? Okay, this is probably a bug. Like the glitch. I mean, it's not probably, it has to be the glitch. So we can go on to the next game. Pretty sure they started already. And they switch places as well. So it's gonna be inverse, like that. Do you guys think this will go to a 9-9? It is Thunderous. It's not the best matchup Gaia, that is. But he does have the combo. Maybe, just maybe, Bouncer is enough. Alright. Bouncer. And pass. Set 1. He didn't search any 100 Thunders, in case anyone was wondering and missed that part. Could be anything at this point. It's not the most thin version of Thunderous. He did open quite well, yeah. Did use the Hawk that he searched, so... Let's see. Skill activation. Is this gonna be the final game? Jano thinking. Will Jano deliver? Revealing the Curse of Dragon. Should be going through. Don't really expect an MST out of a sudden from Tooney. As the Magical Knight, still gotta deal with that Bouncer somehow, if he intends to go for a fusion this turn. What will it be? Jano did show to be quite proficient in the Gaia games. Like, you know, opening Gaia, opening the Magical Knight, opening the Chalice. Quite good, quite good. Hello, hello, my turn. Oh, wait. Did Sensei versus SGL finish as well? It did. Sensei won the game up against Shadow Game Slings. 10-7. Interesting. Sensei off to a win. Set 2 pass. So this time around, Jano doesn't feel confident enough perhaps to go for the fusion, even if he may have a chalice. But as we have seen in the previous game, he did show the TTH. And TTH is something Thunderers don't really enjoy. Especially when there's the Aleph and there's the Bouncer. Welcome, welcome guys from Sensei. There's the Hawk. Is he going to extend even more? He could be summoning a Dark for some reason. No deck enjoys CDH, that is true. Except Fire Kings. Or Trap Tricks, yeah. In their own deck. Wait. Not really. Not in their own deck. But against them, sure. Book onto the Bouncer. Alright. Seemingly not TTH, else he probably would have used it, and also seemingly no delay. So he did have an answer for the Bouncer, but probably didn't just wanna go with it. Played it a bit more slow, a bit more smart. Slow and steady wins the race, you know. Let's see. Revealed the dragon. Is he going to add a soldier now? We do know he has both the Gaia and the dragon. It will be the Origin instead. Alright. So he's going to summon the Origin, send the Cursed Dragon as cost. He's playing both Origin and the Dragonfire. Interesting. Not that it's really uncommon or whatever. Let's see. The fusion is now onto the field. He could very well attempt to just enter battle phase right now. He's going to opt to destroy that back row. It will be the 100 Thunders. We don't know if he has a soldier currently, but considering he did summon in attack position. Oh, he has the Dark Flare. Alright. And he also has the Origin in the graveyard. Dark will net no search. Aloof will net no addition. Jano is currently winning, yeah. It's very bad for Tuni actually. Trifortress ops from the hand in the end phase. So this is going to be the top deck. This has to be Levy. Let's see it. No, it is a Roar. What's the Roar gonna do? Add the Hawk and just summon the Roar back. Attempt to go for a rank 6. Get popped. Imagine if he top decked Melody and not Levy. That would have been a cruel end for Tuni. But still, it's looking very rough. Very, very rough. Roar, still thinking which card to add. It will be the Hawk, not a trap, in case he was thinking about that. Would the would Force Focus do anything here? Probably not. Probably not much of like noteworthy. But I think you for sure go into Force Focus there. It will be a crash while Galloping Gaia's on the field. I mean, it's not gonna do much, even against the TTH. Yeah. At this point, well, we could just say it's over and crown Diffusion as the winner of the match between Diffusion and X-0. Featured match. GG's. Swing for game. Farmed for 5,000. GG Jano. 3 wins in a row after Bix's efforts towards the middle pack of the match. GG's everyone. Maybe we can get Jano for an interview. Maybe. Let's see if we can do that. Oh my god, not zero. When did this zero appear? What? Oh, hello, Jano.
What's up, man?
Yeah, it was a really good match to see, especially towards the last leg of the match where you just came in with the Gaia and destroyed basically.
Man, this is 46-0 Gaia in leather.
46.
It's not joke. I go 46-0 with this deck in leather.
Yeah, surely must be impressive, because like, well, you can just add 3 more wins to your tally with the...
Yeah, I'm almost at 100. I need to go check. I need like 5 more or something.
Sounds great.
I need to go check the number.
So something I wanted to ask, maybe in regards to lineup. So what did you expect from X-0 out of like week 1? Was anything to be expected, or you just wanted to play your own game?
I never expect anything from anyone. I always do the lineup I feel like it is the best against any team. That's what I do, no matter week 1 or final. Same thing every time. We don't like, the only way for you to not lose mind games is not play them at all. And that's what I do. I let them play. Come here, come play my game. I don't play yours. I don't care.
Sounds very confident, really. Early on, actually went quite fine with Lorenzo getting quite a number of wins with TG Dino. TG Dino has been a deck on the rise in Team Wars, and what's your opinion about that?
Like, I don't play the deck. I don't have the deck, and I've not seen a lot of it. But I talk with Lorenz. Lorenz tells me this is good versus Onomat. Well, I like having decks that are good against Onomat. Especially because our deck that was supposed to be good versus Onomat, by 1 second, it's almost went 0-3, which cannot happen. Like, this war should have been very easy. After Lawrence start, like, we have the lead, we have the counter pick advantage, and they are out of repeats, and we still have both. There is no reason for the war to be... we were losing at one point. That is unacceptable. Yeah, and it was mainly because the Thunder Dragons not doing what they are supposed to do against the Onomat. I will have to look back, see if maybe I'm Dumbo and I don't understand meta and Thunder Dragon does not counter Onomat. Or maybe builds were bad, plays were bad. Which I know, there were at least a couple I know that were not the best, so that was probably what happened there, but it is what it is.
Definitely. I mean, you can always go back on the Duel Links Team Wars YouTube channel and review the VOD, see what went wrong, where it went wrong, because like for example, um, well, not necessarily for you, but for X-0, with that time limit loss, that was very bad for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. That might have costed them the game because at that point, if Daniel loses there with the Thunder Dragon and he does the Lordy where he goes 0-2 and burns the repeat, and now we were winning and now we are losing, we would have been in a very not very good situation for sure. Um,
Definitely. Not
and
just you
and
as a team.
we still were at the end. Like I came in losing with no repeat, and my best bet was a mirror. Like this is the worst I can ask for. It's losing, no repeats, and not a good matchup. But well, I when you know this is diffusion. When someone needs miracle in diffusion, your boy is the man in charge.
Definitely. You and Lorenzo have that kind of reputation, you know, like Lorenzo starting on a big foot, but then if you are needed, you will close out the game. No questions
Yeah,
asked.
yeah. I think like I personally like being like it's funny because Lawrence loves being started and I love being anchored for basically the same reason but reversed because uh I like the pressure of being the last one. Okay, like my team is counting on me, man. I have like 200 people watching, man. Man, these are the moments I live for, you know. I'm gonna come here and show up that man, I've been playing this for 3 years, but I can still be the best. I'm still winning, you know. It's for me,
Definitely.
it's very cool. That's why I love this so much.
Right.
Uh, and like I hate being the starter because first of all, when you are the starter and you do bad, like your team is looking at you like, oh my god, now we are in the back foot, and the war is completely different. And if you do good, like you are looking at the team, like I imagine Lorenz, like Lorenz goes starter 3-2, burns both repeats, have the lead, have the counter pick, awesome. And then he sees the losers coming in, and it's like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? I clap, I carry, and now you guys have the advantage and are not able to trade one by one. But I always tell Lorenz, man, don't worry. Your starter, as long as I'm in the back, your starter is never wasted.
Yeah. Definitely. There's just no way like that one of you does bad and the other one also does bad. There's always either one of you doing good and maybe the other doing okay, or both of you doing good. And you show that really today with both of you gathering 6 wins overall. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was an important match as well. Like not just week one with meta not being maybe fully figured out. Maybe some teams playing rogue strategies. Like we have seen Gokis. I think we have seen Vendreds. But also just against X-0, which is a strong team.
yeah, yeah. Their lineup was very similar to ours. Like I think only difference that they did not have TG, or at least they did not show, because it might have been hidden. Like they might have had some spice hidden behind the repeat, but from what they showed is Thunder on a Mat Gaia, which we also had multiples of. Um, yeah. Also, I was remembering you were saying me and Lawrence never do bad at the same time. Actually, last time I think we did that was week one last season. We both went 0-2. So we combined for a fantastic 0-4 and we lost week one to Sun Clan. And like we definitely did not want a repeat from that. Is man, we always excited to start Team Wars and to be slapped in the face in week one. Always not pleasant. So we definitely tried our best to snag this win.
Right, that's for sure. So quite an improvement from last season's week one with the 6 wins compared to 0. Uh,
Yeah,
well, I think that would be it with my questions. Thank you once again for joining for the interview. Congratulations on the win, and congratulations to Exo as well for making it this close. And yeah,
yeah. I want to say also congrats to XO because they like besides the time limit, like I think in my opinion, losing by time is worst thing you can do. You cannot have that. You can never have that. If you have that, you are really underprepared and you shouldn't even be playing. That I think that's
Ooh.
even worse than a misplay. I rather play fast and not play optimally because that might give me a chance to win. Losing by time, game is over. Yeah, but besides that, they showed up. They did well. I see you have the feature match thing where the best placement is 19th, which is below average, but they got a
They still
bunch of
got
new
5-5.
players. Yeah, yeah, and they got new players that have topped, so that top placement is kind of lying in that regard. Uh, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Thank you so much for the interview. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
we'll see you later today at 3 p.m. EDT for the next match. And then to close out the day at 6 p.m. EDT for 2 matches. Uh,
Exactly.
exactly. Let's see someone that we could raid. Because Night Fox also just finished his match, so we no longer have any team wars going on. Um, I don't know, guys. Who would you like to see? Maybe in the chat a suggestion, or maybe Jano. You can.
I will see. Let me check if I have someone cool streaming. Uh,
I can see Dark Bigao live,
there
DLE,
we go.
Laura
Let's go. There
Benz.
we go.
Let's go.
Oh no, he's streaming my team losing. Well, at least I won in team wars.
Surely. Let's go raid the Dark Bigao.
I cannot perform multiple miracles at the same time. Only one at a time.
For sure.
If my workplace playoffs. Oh well.
Oh well, got a dip now, I guess, Jano.
Well, well, see ya.
Thank you everyone once again for watching, and yeah, see you at 3 p.m. for the next duel.